Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm going to show you how to make foam ram horns right here on the Evil Ted channel. Go to my website eviltedsmith.com, go to the shop, download those ram horn patterns and let's get building. And here is our pattern. This is number 1, which has been cut into 2 pieces because it's extremely long. We have our number 2 and our number 3. Now we have this. I transferred this onto a poster board because I like it because it's sturdy. You guys can keep it on paper. But the next thing we have to do is all this information. This is the left side. And we have the left with the numbers and the letters. What we have to do is we take these patterns and take this information and transfer it over to the right. As you can see, I went ahead and flipped these patterns and made this the right side and took the same information and put it on the opposing side. So let's do all that first, which will make it easier when you go to do your right side of your pattern. The foam we'll be using is 5mm EVA foam. Now this is the kind of foam that has a texture on one side. I got this at Pet Boys, but you guys can use any kind of foam you want to use as long as it's 5 to 4mm thick. You don't want to go any thicker or any thinner. This foam is actually perfect for the thickness we're going to need for the ram horns. When tracing, I like to trace the whole shape first and then go back and get my registration marks. It's kind of funny, I do it each one separately, therefore it limits me from missing registration marks. At least it does for me. I don't know how other people, maybe they're better than tracing than I am, but I always found it's best to trace the shape out first, then go back in and get your registration marks. Take out my straight pins. Now we've traced, the most important thing you have to do is you have to take this information on this pattern. This is being the right size. We have to put that on the foam. So this is number 2. I put number 2 on here. And this is also the right side. So we put an R for right. And this leading edge is A. So we have to put that on here. Put a little A here. Put an A here. And A here. So as you remove these guys, be sure to put the information from these patterns onto the foam. Now you can see all the information has been transferred to the foam. I have my box cutter and my Kershaw sharpener. I highly recommend you get one of these. I have a link for them below. I go into details on my Tools of the Trade 2.0. Definitely check that out. But to get one of these, just click on the link below. This is a fantastic tool. You can take your blade, and nothing dulls a blade faster than soft foam. A couple passes with this, it's brand new again. Let's go quick. All right. Now we're going to cut this all out at a 90-degree angle on all these parts. There we go. We have our right and our left all cut out. I have the number 1s. I went ahead and glued them both together. Now before we go any further, on the tips, all 6 pieces, the rights and the lefts, on the tip, we need to taper the edge an 1.5 inches back. The reason being is this foam is it's going to gather at the tip, and we want this to come as a tip. So in order to do that, we're going to take our Dremel on the tip on all 6 parts and just knock this down. Okay, now we have our rights and our lefts. All the tips have been tapered and beveled from behind. The next step is heat forming. I want to put a heat curl on all these parts. So how I like to go about doing that is just a plastic table to absorb some of the heat. I put down my board and my heat gun and heat them up and start curling. All right, now that we have everything all heat curled, we're ready to go. We're going to start with the right side. So we're going to take the left one and get it out of the way because when gluing these things together, it gets confusing. Okay, trust me, I've been down this road. Now, what we have to do is we're going to glue one edge at a time. So now we're going to start with, you're going to grab your number 3 and your number 2, and we're going to put glue on the inside edge of both number 3 and number 2 because we're going to start with these guys first. These are the most difficult ones to get together. So let's go ahead and put glue on the inside edge here. Right, we have the glue on here. It's dry, and again, I'm letting you guys know this is on the inside seam of your number 2 and your number 3 inside seam is basically the one that's not labeled. You have the A's, and you have the A, and the B's, and all those other guys that line up. The inside seam that has nothing on it, that's the first one you glue together. Now we're going to start with the tip, and you can see the registration marks right here. I'm going to line them up, the first 2. Now the trick with the registration marks is that you have to pull them. If you think they're going to naturally fall in their spot, you are wrong. When making a pattern, sometimes you have to realize that to reproduce something, you're definitely going to have to force it. And so these registration marks, if they don't line up, you got to stretch it and pull it till they actually line up. And also too, you got to definitely work at keeping them from touching until you're ready to glue them. So you kind of hold it out of the way. And it's going to curl up on you like a snake, and you're just going to keep fighting it. Again, it's a pain in the butt, but this is the first one you have to start with this side. There is, Nick. There is the crazy. There is. This is the most difficult one, because you can see, because it kind of curls on itself. That's the first part. So we got that taken care of. Now we're going to move on to our next one, and that is going to be B. This is it's your right side, and this is part 3. So part 3, the edge B. So we're going to go ahead and take that B edge and our long strip here, number 1, and we're going to put glue on both B sides. So B on the horn and B on the strip. Again, we're going to do again, one side at a time. Okay, the barge cement has been applied. On the one side, it's all dry. Again, we're going to start on the inside. It's the part 3 B line. So again, we're going to start with just the tip. So you line up 3B. You'll see the 2 marks. We're going to line them up. This is the nice part where the front, we had a little bit of that tip bevel, which will fall in really nicely. And this is going to be a lot easier because it's on the outside. So again, we're going to pull and try to keep it at 90 degrees, keep it flush, make a good contact. And again, when you're lining these up, make sure that you push and pull to make sure your registration marks line up. All right, we got it. Now, we're going to line, this is going to be the tricky part. We're going to jump onto, and parts are already on, so what we're going to do is we're gently just going to brush barge on both sides at the same time and kind of line them up. It's going to be a little tricky, but I have faith in you all out there. Now, being these guys are both kind of already together, you'll feel the difficulty. Just make sure you get your brush in there and make sure you get good contact on these edges. Okay, we'll let this dry. Now, start with the tip. And unfortunately, there's no lines in the beginning of this. There's one back here we got to line up. This is where it gets tricky. So again, I'm trying to put my fingers in here. That's why I have the gloves on, to prevent this stuff from sticking before I want it to. Again, a little pulling and twisting to get these to line up. Get a little further back, then it gets a little wider. Becomes a little easier. Oh, the home stretch. Here we go. Up, and there it is. We have now made the right ram horn. Since we made one, the second one will be easy, right? And there they are. Both my ram horns done, ready to go. While putting the second one together, I learned something really quickly. There's a reason why I did A and B. Because you do the inside edge first, and then you glue the A edge second and the B edge third. So they actually go together a lot easier that way. Now that we got them done, I let these dry for a little bit because we pre-curled these to get them to go together easily. But now they're glued together, I let the barge cement sit for like about an hour. We want to bring them back to their natural form. And the best way to do that is to take your heat gun and reheat the foam. And by reheating the foam, we'll make the foam kind of relax and get back to that natural ram horn shape to make the pattern work for us. So let's go ahead and heat these up. There they are, they've been properly heated. When heating up the foam makes it all relax and takes its natural shape. As you can see right now, they look a lot cleaner, a lot smoother. Now, if you want to go through any high points, some of these seams, like the inside one's a little bit rough, you can definitely go back in with your Dremel and a stone bit to knock all the high points down. And you know what I like to do to fill in my gaps, I like to use Kwik Seal. I have a really extensive video right here, how to make clean seams. It goes into details, how I like to use Kwik Seal. you can now coat these with whatever you want. Once you get the Kwik seal on it, it dries, you can coat it with various materials. I go into details right here on Tools of the Trade 2.0. Definitely check that out. Well, that concludes how to make foam ram horns right here on the Evil Ted channel. If this is you guys' first time watching me, don't forget to subscribe. As a matter of fact, I stream live on Mondays and Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on twitch.tv/EvilTedSmith. Matter of fact, while you're here, go to my website, eviltedsmith.com, where I have numerous patterns for sale. As a matter of fact, I don't have just one, I have both of Bill Duran's books. Foamsmith Volume 1 on costume making and Foamsmith Volume 2 on weapons. Speaking of weapons, I have Overwatch weapon templates in my shop as well. As a matter of fact, guys, don't forget to shop through my links. The more shopping you do through my links helps me keep making videos. And my next con appearance will be at Epic Con in Frankfurt, Germany, December 9th to the 11th. I'm extremely excited. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you back next time right here on the Evil Ted channel.